Hello, welcome back to another episode here, and there are a few updates that I've done. Right off of the bat, you're gonna notice probably in the top left of the screen is a minimap. That is a map that we just downloaded earlier today. And I've always wanted one, and now I finally have one. So today is going to be a very short, probably, recording. I've been at home today with the better half. She had off from work, so not able to actually record, but she just left. So we are going to do a couple things here. And yeah, while recording here, it is currently 2/18/2025. So happy Valentine's Day, belated, all you wonderful people. Yeah, last thing I recorded, I don't even remember offhand. The thing I'll go over now is just everything to do with what I've done today. So right off the bat, couple things changed. One, I don't have Optifine anymore. Why is beyond me. I don't know. When I downloaded all of these add-ons today, it's making me not use it anymore. So, regardless though, we have the minimap. I'm going to get to a safe location. Again, the minimap, it's kind of cool. Honestly, I don't even notice it while playing. But when I look at the town here, I want to have like a somewhat of a bird's eye view while playing it. So we have that. Also, if I hit M, this is actually the first time I'm actually looking at this. If I'm not mistaken, this is everywhere that I have explored so far. This I don't actually know what it is. I think this might have been rendered in when I used Distant Horizons. But as you can see, we have the trail from when we found this area. It's pretty cool though. It's massive. Here's the woodland mansion that I found. Here's the spot that I think we were originally going to possibly build. And looking at it, it is definitely a decent size compared to this. A lot of dark oak forests. So if anyone thought I was crazy, traveling up here in like the first episode, look at all this. Alright? It's wild. Here's the jungle, I believe. Actually shows the biome on the top there. That's cool. So there's the jungle. That's interesting. Lukewarm ocean. It's actually kind of cool. Again, this is the first time I'm actually playing around with this. On the side here, there's a couple different buttons. Not really sure what that's all for, but as you can see, aside from traveling to this area, it has I haven't explored much, so in a future episode here we will be exploring. The next thing is a Freecam that I downloaded. Now a lot of people, they on YouTube now have these Freecams, and it's literally like creative mode, honestly. Before starting this recording, I honestly forgot that I even downloaded it. But I just wanted this so I could get a better view again of the town, see one thing, and then instead of running back over, I guess you can phase through blocks, so that's neat. Obviously, as you can see, I'm adding on to the town here and building a couple houses. A different kind of style, kind of. We have over here the other day, I can't remember if I recorded this or not, but I added this house just in between these two. It was close enough, and I was watching the video, I'm like, you know what, I could probably add something like that. I built another one right here, now that I remember. So, just making the town a little bit more packed. So, obviously, here is the square. Over here, I added a small bridge, and then a bunch of potatoes. Just to fill up this kind of emptiness over here. Made the path over, and now we end up right here. So If anyone wants to see what it looks like from up here, this is what it looks like. Again, I'm adding the backs of the building and the sides. So that is kind of what I've been doing today so far, besides editing episode 6, which hopefully I'm really hoping, because I don't remember when I got this new mic. I'm really hoping that when I got the mic, it's sooner than later, because just listening through those audios, I mean, God bless that I didn't realize how bad that microphone was until I started recording this. But yeah, no, I figured to again record a little bit of this today. Talk about life, I guess. Not so much life, but just like the editing life. One thing that I'm trying to do better in the world here is, just for the sake of myself, not do as much small talking, because I say a lot of filler words. Is the number one culprit. So I guess so is one of them as well. There's there it is again. So I'm pretty much just trying not to, I guess, talk like an idiot, because editing these is very painful when there's 2 hours of footage and I'm just talking about nothing important. So it's a little infuriating. Yeah, we're gonna just keep on building here for now. I got a pretty decent flow going on when I started with this design, and again, I have no idea how long I will be able to record. That didn't sound good. I'm gonna go sleep the night away here, and now that I'm actually remembering, or trying to remember the last thing that we did, I believe the last thing that I had recorded was the dock area over there. So I think once these houses are built, I would love, the next thing to do is finish up the dock area, build like a docking station or something along those lines, just right over here. Finish the foundation area here. As you might notice by my tool, this is number 3 for the Silk Touch axe. Still on number 2 for the pick, but I did have to retire the Fortune 3 pick, Fortune number 3, or I guess the third, Fortune 3 the third is what we'll call it. Also, building these houses here, I've started using a few different materials, instead of the typical granite, stone, tough. Just the village is lacking color. What I would like to do is just kind of keep building these in different styles of color, just with wood variants and a few other things. I did look in. I have a creative version of this world, and I tried copper as the green tone, and it's not bad, but I just don't think it looked great. So right now we have the classic oak. We're still going to be using the bone because the white is classic. Birch, jungle, and then oak. And with the birch, I actually have a couple stripped logs as well, of oak color. So I think it looks pretty snazzy. I'm a fan of it. Doesn't look like I have any oak right now, so I gotta go get some of that. Now, editing all the videos, I see all the analytics. I don't necessarily care about all the views and everything like that. Like I've said since day one, this is for myself. So I don't really care about that. But in the event of this becoming somewhat, where, I guess, if this becomes something where there is a more people watching, I know a couple of my friends watch this and it's all fun and dandy, but I am curious if anyone knows a good mouse, like a computer mouse, brand, because right now I use nothing fancy. Truthfully, I'm not a big fan of fancy things to begin with. However, right now I keep getting, not leg spikes, but it feels like there's something underneath the mouse and it's kind of just dragging it. And my friend from work said that it might be because of cat hair, but there's no cat hair where I'm playing right now. So it's a little infuriating. Why? Or I guess it's a little infuriating that it's a problem right now because it's very annoying. So, once again, I've been on a pretty big tornado kick on YouTube. Still watching the crew playing Crewcraft Season 2. I've taken a pretty... I don't want to say I've taken a leave from the game, but just the computer in general, I haven't been playing as much as I would like to, which is kind of sad because I want to play. But right now, for reference, today is day 365, a full year. Look at that. A full year on this world. But yeah, no, I've been working a lot lately. Did 60 hours last week, which it's not a crazy amount, I guess, but still don't really have too much time when I'm doing that much. So, but keeps me busy. So that is one more section done. Break that off, and then we can actually, let's go over here. This one is Junglewood, which I feel like Junglewood would, I think, maybe play pretty good with Andesite. I would think almost. I think that could look pretty cool. We'll do that, break that. Do that, and then... Alright. Anywho, that was a phone call from another customer. Love that. Busy boy. Alright, so I think we don't have too much more time yet to really do anything, but today I didn't really want to do too much. I think this video will just be maybe something I'll post on like a Saturday or something, kind of just as kind of maybe like an update or something like that. So again, kind of just to explain my schedule and how I record things and all that stuff is I work from, well, let's start with Sunday. Sunday I have off, and then Monday I work from 8 to 2. That's my half day. And usually I have to stay later, which, fine, whatever. But then after that, then I work, or I have off Tuesdays. And when I have off Tuesdays is usually when I grind. It's usually when I play, you know, everything else, all the games. And Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, I work from 8 to 8, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And then Saturdays, I work 8:30 to 5 p.m. Now, usually Saturdays are nights that the better half and I spend together. Same with Sundays. So, yeah, like yesterday, I had to stay late up until I think like 6 or 7 o'clock, something like that, at work. So that's fun. Not really. It's kind of annoying. So, but whenever I post videos again, I post on Tuesdays. And when I post on Tuesdays, usually I do all of the editing for that video either Monday night, and then I'll post it as unlisted, and then in Tuesday I'll post it as public. Otherwise, like today, I was editing the video from I think like 9 something to 12. I think it was like an hour's worth of footage. I think like an hour and a half. So I do want to try a couple different ways of editing. I remember watching an old Etho video, which I've always been inspired by. What he does is that, from what I remember, is that he'll record something and then he'll put that in like as a clip, and then he'll, next time he wants to record something, then he'll record that separately instead of just doing like one long recording session. So, and again, as I'm doing this, I'm learning a lot, watching other people post videos and whatnot. One of them is just for the simplistic fact of there's purpose with everyone's YouTube video. Mine, there's not so much. There's a lot of stuff going on. Again, I posted episode 5 and 6 last week and this week, and it's like we go tree mining, then we go mineral mining, and then we build a couple things. So it's a little bit hectic, but again, I just want to make sure that everything is either recorded nicely. I don't know. I want to be able to look back at this, even if it's very chaotic. I just want to be like, you know what? That's how I like it. So, but I'm planning on staying up at the spawner here. I want to get a couple more bone blocks because I would like to add a few more of the. I probably grabbed all the bones. I want to add a couple more of the houses, but I will save you all trouble of that. So again, thank you guys once again for watching. I know this has been a shorter one. We won't record for a half hour. But regardless, thanks for watching. See you later.